Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick and today guys we're going to be jumping down into the world of Polkadot, taking a look at the most recent price action and what I think is likely to happen next. As I get into today's video, if you do find it useful and informative, smash that like button. I do appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all the notifications, and in doing so you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. If you haven't yet joined us in Discord, what are you waiting for? Check it out, link down in the description below. It's a fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. It's completely free and I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find down there, so why not go ahead and check it out. As you can see in the background here guys, I've got a little bit of a studio malfunction. My lights have somehow decided to just fall off the ceiling, so I'm going to deal with that after we've recorded this video, so you have a little bit of lighting in the background there. I'm just going to leave that like that, just for a bit of a laugh. Let's jump right down into the charts though, and we'll start things off with the 1 hour time frame. So here we have Polkadot paired up with the USDT. We're using the 1 hour Binance chart here for this one. So we can see that we started this break to the upside. So we had the new bear market low down here. This is on the 19th of October. We can see here that we have a 3-wave move to the upside, right? So let's go ahead and do our due diligence and check what's going on with this movement, because it doesn't look like it's finished yet, but it also does not look impulsive. Now, it did come up to the range where you would expect it to reverse, which is 1 to the 1.236. So right up in this range here, as you would expect it to. So nothing unusual there. 392.8 and 398.9. That's the range that it should have finished in, which it did. Okay, and it's starting to pull back down. So we have a simple 3-wave pattern to the upside. Let's see if I can actually pull this back in. Here, let's bring this in. Okay, so we have a 3-wave simple pattern like this. Okay, it looks like we are to kind of pull back a little ways here, but I think we're probably going to retest this range one more time. Let me show you why. We have kind of completed a 3-wave pattern down. I expect that we're going to see some kind of smaller 3-wave pattern back up, only to then pull back down in another 3-wave or 5-wave pattern. This will probably find support in and around these EMAs and SMAs, right? So here we have the white line, that's the 200 EMA. The red line is the 50 EMA, and the yellow line is the 50 SMA, okay? So it looks to me like we're likely to find support on these ranges down here as we correct on down, but I still think there's another run just at the top there first before that is the case. Okay, so that's looking interesting on the 1 hour time frame. You know, it looks like there's a little bit more to it than just you know, straight up or straight down. It looks like it's still got some play in it. From a smart money concepts point of view, it has had a change of characterization from the bearish structure that started over here, which was on the 9th of October. We got confirmation of this only to then reverse up and get a change of character. So it's now in a bullish structure, but it hasn't been confirmed yet without the BOS. So it'll be interesting to kind of see how that plays out. But for now, it's not necessarily bullish, but we'll keep an eye on it and see whether that does change anything up any. Let's take a look at the daily time frame. Our expectations on this were down into this low range between 353.2 and 433.9. We came into the lower range of this and we've seen a pretty decent move up here, but we are concerned that our 50 EMA and our 50 SMA is a heavy resistance for Polkadot's price action. Let's go ahead and just throw this on here. You can see that we're now up in this overbought area as we approach this resistances. So up here is likely to be our reversal. So for clarity, this is ranging between $4.04 and $4. So essentially we have a little area here just between the 50 SMA and the 50 EMA where we are likely to see resistance up here in this overbought range as well. Chances are this is where we're going to see a reversal of more significance. Okay, so for the daily chart, it is still bearish, it is not bullish, it hasn't got a bullish structure. Smart Money Concepts has confirmed it is bearish multiple times over. Nothing bullish to be seen here except for the fact that we are in a Z-wave pattern. If I zoom out of this just a little ways, you can kind of see we have a W, X, Y, X, and Z, and looking at it, it looks like it's coming into its lows. I don't think there's much more structure wise to take this down that much lower. There's a little bit more, but not too much. So in potential bear market lows, kind of completing it around $2.87. So we're close to where we should start to see reversals in this one. So we'll see if that kind of plays out or not, but ultimately the Z wave appears to wanting to be kind of complete. Now the other thing that's of interest to me is there's a fair value gap all the way over here that started back in August of 2020, and we have the ability to come and fill this gap that has been left behind for nearly 3 years. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not we actually fill that gap out on this little move to the downside, a full retracement almost after everything that happened to the upside for Polkadot. So it's going to be an interesting one. If we can fill that gap out, I think that also gives us the ability to understand that fair value gaps, regardless of when they were kind of there, have a tendency to want to get filled out. Let's take this out though into the weekly time frame, and you can see that we're hitting that lower expectation of mine right down here on that low side at 353.2 on the weekly chart. This is an area where we wicked down to and found heavy support before. It's acting as support right now. This is where value is, in my opinion. We might not get the bottom. We might not be able to kind of, be absolutely perfect and buy the cheapest possible Polkadot price ever. But what we can do is say this is a great place to be dollar cost averaging, and that's kind of my strategy here. Now, obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot give anyone financial advice. All I can do is share my thoughts and opinions in the data, in the charts, as I personally see it. And for now, Polkadot is right in that sweet spot, in my humble opinion, and is a great opportunity to be dollar cost averaging. Sure, it might come down a little bit further, but ultimately, this is a great price considering the potential that Polkadot has in the future. So, ultimately, it's looking pretty good. I think we've come down very aggressively. There might be some more bear market lows, but I think dollar cost averaging in and around where we are right now is a great place to kind of be, a great place to kind of dollar cost average and all that kind of wonderful stuff. I'm going to leave the video right there though, guys. If you have found it useful and informative, smash that like button. I do appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all the notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. Until the next one though, guys, have a fantastic day.